In today's video, we have a rare guitar from Fender Japan. This is the Jazzmaster 60s edition FSR in Desert Sand. So let's get straight into this demo and get rocking. Hello guys, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars, the home of luxury drum machines here in Nottingham, England. My name is Ben Keightley, and today we have a very special and rare Jazzmaster from Fender Japan. This comes in the very rare Desert Sand finish, which is a very cool white colour with a gold pickguard and black pickups. So let me get it out the case for you now and show you every spec of this beautiful Jazzmaster. So guys, here you are. This is the beautiful Jazzmaster from Fender Japan. If you've been watching a lot of our videos recently, you'll see that we've had quite a few Fender made in Japan guitars come in. We had a massive shipment earlier this week. So we have loads of Jazzmasters, Strats, Tellys with these awesome kind of finishes. And I really love the stuff that Fender Japan bring out. It's always really high end and it's a really good bargain for the money in my opinion. I'd much rather go for a Japanese-made Fender Jazzmaster rather than a Mexican or a kind of USA standard. I really think it's some of the best Fender craftsmanship outside of the custom shop in my humble opinion. This guitar, obviously being a Jazzmaster, you have that big kind of offset body. We have an older body on this one, which is very nice indeed. We have the gloss urethane white desert sand finish on it. We also have this gold pickguard on here, which is actually made out of metal, very cool indeed. And then we have black plastics on this guitar, so obviously the two Jazzmaster pickups are in black, volume and tone, and the jazz circuit, which I think looks really smart. It makes it a little bit more unique to the other Jazzmasters out there, and I really like the attention to detail, like the gold hardware. This is definitely a very regal looking 60s Jazzmaster, as you have the gold Jazzmaster bridge. You have white binding on this one, which has aged a little bit. I'm sure that's probably from factory though, as these are brand new guitars. So it's obviously like a cream binding. We then have 6-in-line vintage style tuners, which are also in gold. The pickups in these, we have the pure vintage 65 single coil Jazzmaster pickups. These pickups sound incredible. I'm a big fan of Jazzmaster pickups. I think they obviously sound like single coils, but they have a little bit more balls and bass end than say a Strat pickup or a Telecaster pickup. So they sound really, really nice on indie chords as well as heavier kind of styles. We have a bound rosewood fingerboard, which looks beautiful. Really nice figuring on this one, has a really nice brown hue. We obviously have the beautiful Fender Jazzmaster headstock as you usually see on these guitars. And as I mentioned, this is a 60s spec, so you get a lacquered neck with that urethane finish. Obviously lots of gold hardware. It's a very blingy Jazzmaster, a lot more blingy than the 50s ones. We have medium jumbo frets, we have a 9.5 inch radius and 22 frets. We have pearloid indicator dots and black side dots. The pickguard is anodized aluminium and it looks really cool. It has this kind of brushed gold look, which really complements the gold hardware. And of course, as this is a Jazzmaster, we have the belly cut down there and 4-bolt construction with the gold cover. So that's pretty much all the specs of this amazing Fender Jazzmaster. If you take the visual specs out of this guitar, it is basically just a standard kind of 60s made in Japan Fender Jazzmaster, but obviously with the cool desert sand finish. But obviously the gold hardware and the configuration of pickups makes this a little bit more rare than your average Fender Jazzmaster. So let's plug this Jazzmaster in and see how she sounds. Welcome to the tone demonstration of this beautiful 60s Fender Jazzmaster. To start off with, I'm going to be using the tone that I used in the intro of today's video, which was my cover of Can't Stop. Of course, I went through a few different tones there. The intro kind of part was bridge pickup with just a tube screamer on, which sounded like this. Melody section, I put on a fuzz face to get this to Absolutely love that tone. And for the chorus, I actually switched to my fingers to get a bit more of a kind of Jerry James Nichols tone. The solo and back into the pick again. Kind of the tones that I used in the start of this video, and I have to say this Jazzmaster sounds incredible, especially on them fuzz tones. It has such a cool tone. It has such a cool kind of thick, chewy tone to it. And obviously Jazzmasters are more known for their clean tones, but you can get a really cool fuzz tone from a nice 60s style Jazzmaster. I've seen Chris Buck has actually been using one live. It's actually a Squire version rather than a Fender, but the tone he gets out of that is incredible. But let's clean up the tone a little bit and hear some clean sounds. So today I've actually been filming a lot of Jazzmaster videos, and this is the tone I've been using for all of them. So if you see the Hybrid 2 Jazzmaster video before this, it's the same tone. It's the vibrato pedal, Vox AC30, and a little bit of reverb. On that neck pickup, it just sounds heavenly. That tone sounds incredible. That's the neck pickup. Let's go down a position and see how that sounds. So if you don't know how the jazz circuit operates, basically in the down position, the jazz circuit is off, so none of these controls do anything. Basically the guitar just acts as a normal three-way guitar. So in this position here, you have the neck pickup. In the middle position, you have neck and bridge. And then in the back position, you have just bridge. But as you can see, when I play that bridge and I engage the jazz circuit, it completely disregards this bridge pickup, and this three-way switch no longer works, and the volume and tone don't either. The jazz circuit is its kind of separate circuit going just through the neck pickup, and it has one of them juice box circuits in it, basically a bit like how the Gretsch guitars work. Basically it has a tone cap on it, so it makes it sound very jazzy. It's a very kind of muffled tone. And you have volume and tone on these two dials. So that one's your tone, all the way open, all the way off, and then this is your volume. So the beauty of that is that you could be playing bridge pickup strumming, tap up there, and get a little jazz box out. So this is a really nice tone for kind of lo-fi and kind of jazz tones. So I'll play a little bit now so you can hear what it sounds like. So let's see how that jazz circuit sounds like in a loop context. So I'm going to do the jazz circuit for the rhythm chords and then switch to the neck pickup just in kind of normal mode for the melodies. So let's hear it now. This is a bit of a bossa nova type loop. So guys, welcome to the end of the video. I really hope you've enjoyed. Before I get into my personal review, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel if you're new. I'm going to rate this guitar a 7 out of 10 for today's episode. I have to say I'm very pleasantly surprised at these Fender made in Japan Jazzmasters that we've got in. As I said, I've done 2 videos today. I did the Hybrid 2 as well as this amazing 60s FSR. Visually speaking, this is a beautiful looking 60s style Fender Jazzmaster. So obviously you get like the binding across the neck. It's a very kind of regal looking guitar with gold pickguard and alpine white finish. Gold tuners, it just looks incredible. The thing that I prefer about this one to the Hybrid 2 is that it has a solid lacquer neck, so it feels a little bit more high-end, and I really like the slightly wider neck profile that this one has. Also has a rosewood fingerboard, so it just looks a little bit better in my opinion, and it played amazingly. Incredible intonation, and the tone of these pickups are incredible. Personally, I wouldn't really have use for a jazz circuit. If I wanted to play them really kind of low, high-end kind of chords, some people really do like the Jazzmaster circuit, so I know that's like a true Jazzmaster. But I really enjoyed playing this one today. I think it has beautiful tones. I'm a bit of a sucker for Jazzmasters, I have to be honest. So yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. The only criticism is there's a slight rattle on this bridge, which is just kind of a, you know, the nature of a Jazzmaster with such a long string tension. Some of these screws are slightly loose, I think. This is a really great Jazzmaster, and for the money, you really can't complain. It looks incredible, and I would recommend this over an American-made one, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe not custom shop, but just the standard USA line. I'd much rather take home a made in Japan Jazzmaster with some really high-end specs, but just save a little bit on the cash. It's an incredible guitar, and I'm definitely going to buy one of these in the future. I think they sound incredible. But most importantly, guys, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this Fender Jazzmaster? Do you love it or do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you own any Fender guitars, let me know down below. I love hearing about your guys' collection. But thank you so much for watching Squealing Pig Guitars, and I'll see you again for a video very soon. But until then, keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.